It's a dog blanket? Why didn't you tell me that?
What else would... I mean, it's actually Heather's...
I mean, what else would it be? Like a regular blanket.
I guess blankets on couches as a dog owner, they're all dog blankets.
Oh.
We're recording.
Welcome to the Half Hour Happy Hour with Alison and Alex. I'm Alison Haislip.
And I'm Alex Albrecht. This half hour of happiness is going to be approximately half hour, and Alison and I are going to talk about whatever the hell we want to talk about.
I feel like we're already drunk.
We are already drunk. Well, it's Mother's Day.
It's Mother's Day.
What it is.
It's like 10:30
And with
a.m.
us
on
is
Mother's
our new sidekick,
Dave.
not audio engineer, Tom Krajewski.
Hey,
What's up, Tom?
Thanks for having me. I joined the Sidekicks Union last
Yeah,
week.
so-
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
The SKU?
I left the garage, and your wife's like, hey, I'm the head of the Sidekicks Union.
Nice.
She's like, give me 10 grand.
And you said yes?
I was like, yeah.
She's also the head of the con artists union.
Yes, exactly.
I was like, what do I get out of that union? She's like, you get to hang out with Alex. And I was like, I hang out with Alex. She's like, now you can take selfies with Alex.
Done. That's the update. That's the upgrade. That's what you get when you get your card.
Selfies with Alex.
Selfies with Alex, which, by the way, aren't really selfies. They're just called photos.
Well, if
Right?
he's
It's not a
taking
it's not a selfie.
of him.
But
No.
is it a selfie if more than one person's in it? Definition of
I
selfie?
think it's a selfie to the person who's taking the photo.
Yeah, exactly. She said if I could upgrade
So
for an extra
it's not
10 grand, someone else would take the photo for.
Oh, interesting.
Then that is just a photo.
That is just what we call a photo.
Yeah.
Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out
Mother's
there. And
So
that's about it, right? Just the mothers.
Three days ago. 3 days ago, my brother texted me saying, don't forget Sunday is Mother's Day. And I was like, oh, good call. Do you think we should get her flowers? And my brother goes, well, I already sent her flowers from me. And I was like,
That's a dick move
thanks
right
for
there.
throwing me under the bus, Greg.
Yeah.
And I obviously don't have time to order anything else and have it
Greg.
shipped there.
Typical Greg.
So Greg.
Such a Greg.
So I texted my dad and I was like, Dad, can you buy Mom chocolates or something from me for Mother's Day? Greg got flowers and just sent it from him, so he kind of screwed me. And my dad's like, way to leave it till 72 hours before the event.
Well, it's currently Sunday.
Yeah. Well, no, this is a couple days ago is what I'm saying.
No, I know, but I'm saying for me,
Yeah.
talk about leaving it to the last. I'm having a late brunch with my mom and my extended family. I am currently going to go to a jewelry store on my way down to La Jolla to buy her Mother's Day gift.
Oh, but that's nice. You're getting your jewelry. My
but
dad got her chocolates and then had the lady in the chocolate store sign the card from me.
Wow.
So
that's like Allison with 2 L's. Happy Mother's Day, Allison.
yeah.
It's like you spelled your own name wrong on my card.
And also,
I
this
was
doesn't
really
look like
drunk.
your handwriting.
Yeah. It's in Vietnamese.
Yeah.
Just keeping you on your toes.
But I told
Mom.
my dad that I would get Mom to get him something really nice when I forget about Father's Day. So
That's a good exchange.
That's a good
good
trade-off.
Ipso facto. I got my dad. My dad just had a birthday, and I got him an electric smoker.
Whoa.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't gotten it yet.
Oh.
and his birthday was in March.
You only just get your parents' presents when you're on your way to see them?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Because I was like, I literally was like, happy birthday. I'm going to get you a smoker. And he was like, that's awesome. And I was like, I can have it sent to the house. And he was like, well, I don't know how to use a smoker. You have to, like, you don't need to get it for me until you can be there to help me smoke
Because
something.
otherwise it's just going to sit in the packaging.
Until you get there, and then we'll smoke something. So I've literally just been waiting for the time that I'm going to go down to San Diego to see him.
Which is today.
No, today's Mother's Day, Newport Beach halfway.
Oh, that's nice.
High fives all around.
High fives all around.
Right. Next weekend is my older sister's baby shower down in San Diego, which is where we're going to be down there for 2 days.
You're going to be an uncle.
I'm going to be a second uncle.
A second uncle. Oh, that's right. Your sister already had a baby.
No. The other sister.
Oh, the other sister had a baby.
Yeah. So
recently, right?
Yeah. One's in like.
I was texting you one day, and you were
June.
like, "I'm on a plane going to see my sister's new baby," or like, "My sister's having a baby right now," and I was like, "Oh, why are you texting me? Go."
Oh yeah, no, I was in the hospital.
Yeah.
Because they were like,
"This is
"Come
how much
down."
Alex and I love each other."
Yeah, they were like, "Come down." I was like, "Okay, I'll come down and be in the hospital." What? Why? It was a little
was a little weird.
I mean, I wasn't there for anything other than like, hey, look, you look
you
uncomfortable.
probably don't need to walk in and see your sister's vagina.
No,
Ugh,
never.
I would not want my brother in that room.
I don't want to walk in and see anybody's vagina with a baby coming out of it.
Yeah, not
Ever.
even Heather's.
No, nobody's.
No.
Nobody's. No
agree.
baby vagina. I'm not that guy who's like, I'm going to camcorder this for posterity.
Camcorder it?
Yeah, because when it started, that
Yeah.
phase, everything was
Camcordering
for
it.
prosperity.
Nice.
I'm going to hang a video still of it over my daughter's bed.
Ew.
Right. That's how weird it is.
Ew.
I agree that it's that weird.
I'm
Who
so
said,
glad.
who said what?
What?
All right, let's talk about some stuff. First off, I just
What?
wanted to say
This is probably like third off by now, but
It
okay,
is.
go.
So second
Did we
team.
get any emails this week?
we did get some emails.
Yay!
We got some.
I totally interrupted what you were going to say.
That's okay. We can talk about quick emails.
Emails.
First off, we got one from this guy named Travis.
Travis, I can say his
we
name.
talked about from Gorblop. He's from Mars.
He's an alien?
No, so Travis. And he was talking about, we were talking about the Suicide Squad picture.
Yes.
Back in the day. And he was talking about how
Back
the one
in the day
thing
being
that,
last week.
Was it? It wasn't last week. It was like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, the Joker picture, not
Right.
not the full team. Because the full team came out last week.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, hello. Where have you been?
I'm not on an interwebs.
Yeah. Okay, so
Which we've decided to stop calling it.
Yes.
Not near the internet.
No.
Anyway, but his whole point was he was like, look, the thing that DC has up on Marvel is that Marvel's all about the heroes and just focusing on the heroes. That's
Right.
sort of it. Whereas DC is more like, yeah, but the heroes are out doing these things because of these bad people, and knowing more about why the bad people believe they're doing the good things and the right things is actually a more interesting storyline. And I sort of thought
That's
about
a really interesting point.
and it is, especially after seeing Age of Ultron, because you can kind of forget why and who the bad guy is, really.
Well, because why and who the bad guy is in Age of Ultron is the good guys. Like, it's a little screwed up.
yeah, it's like the self-licking ice cream
It was sort of one of the problems. Okay, when Man of Steel came out,
Yeah.
it drove me crazy because the only reason anything bad happened to the planet Earth is because the superhero arrived there.
Right.
There would not have been bad stuff happen had
Yep.
the superhero just not even arrived. And Age
Right.
of Ultron kind of feels the same way. Like, the bad stuff wouldn't have happened if the superheroes hadn't screwed up.
Right.
So I like Travis's point that DC does a really good job at paying attention to the villains, because I feel like in Age of Ultron there kind of wasn't a villain.
Yeah, and I mean, even like you think about like the first Captain America with like Red Skull, it was like, yeah, he was just a bad guy. Like there wasn't, I don't know anything about Red Skull except he's kind of an asshole. You know what I mean?
and
Like
when
that's
Hugo
it.
Weaving ripped his face off, it was really creepy.
Right. That
Yeah.
was pretty much
Just a
Yep.
classic Nazi. Like,
Yeah,
you
classic
know, he
Nazi.
Just,
You're right. You're
Yeah.
right.
Super
The
superpowered Nazi.
villains in Marvel movies don't get the same character exposition that the villains in DC movies.
Yeah, I mean,
do.
think about, the Joker in Dark Knight. You know what I mean? Like,
he's cooler to watch than Batman.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Thanks,
so
Travis.
Thanks, Travis. We also got an email from, I'm going to say, Jesus.
Sure. Or Jesus.
It's Jesus with a, like, umlaut. And
That's- I hope you mean
Umlaut.
that's not an umlaut. That's
not an
German.
umlaut. Like, it's accent aigu or accent
What is that
aigu.
called?
Yes.
In
It's a-
French, it's an accent, either aigu
It's
or
like
grave.
a tilde. It's a tilde. That's
Oh, yeah.
it.
Actually is.
So it's
Ooh,
Tilda
what?
Swinton. So he's got Tilda
I just
Swinton
won
over
Jeopardy
his...
somewhere.
Yeah. This is all because of your trivia crack, right?
I know, oh my god, I've been doing trivia crack.
Anyway, I would read this.
Okay.
However, my brain hurts because
Okay.
he is he was getting his PhD when 4 Points came out.
Oh my
He
gosh.
is now has his PhD.
He's a doctor.
He is a
Jesus
doctor.
is a doctor.
And he was basically filling me in on all the facts about the warp drive that we talked about. Now,
Oh, yeah.
that said, my brain hurts. I tried to read it over and understand it. I'm not a
You still
doctor.
can't.
I just play one on TV.
You've never played a doctor on TV.
You're not-
Once.
Once? Oh, there you go.
Essentially, he was like, "Look, this is kind of junk." Like it was.
Oh
it was
no,
sort of
he
like,
says it doesn't work.
I mean, not doesn't work specifically, but I mean, he starts off by saying, "This is junk."
Subject
but he was
line.
like, "Yeah,
This is-
What is he?
this junk."
What is he a doctor of? What does he have his doctorate in?
Yeah. Yep. Astro Scientology.
What?
No. Theoretical physicist professor.
Oh my gosh.
So he basically is the guy to talk to about
He's
the
a
word.
smarty.
He's a smarty McPants. Actually, Dr. Smarty McPants.
Yeah. We have smart people listening to our podcast.
I know.
Yeah,
what are they
smart
doing?
people, yeah.
What are they doing? They must just be listening for pure, like, what the fuck are they talking about out of it? You know what I mean? Anyway. All right, well, let's get into some.
Oh, that's it? We're just leaving that.
That was it. No,
thanks,
it was
Jesus,
great.
for your
Thanks,
really
Jesus.
smart
Yeah, no, it was
email that Alex is incapable of reading.
I'll forward it to you.
Please forward it to me.
I'll
I'm really
forward it
interested
to
in
you.
reading it.
And then next week you can be like, yeah, you were right about that because it was fucking.
It was hard to read, but Jesus, you're a genius.
I'll forward this to you after the show.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You don't have to do it in the middle of the show.
Yeah. Okay, so this week, a photo was found in an attic.
Oh.
Is
this the beginning of a murder mystery? This sounds really exciting.
In and around Roswell, New Mexico.
Okay.
Oh, of the alien.
Did not hear about this.
Did you not hear about this?
No.
Did you see this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you see the photo?
Like the alien skeleton thing.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
What?
So this is.
Tom's freaking out.
I am freaking out.
And it got to a point where.
Get out of here.
Yeah. No, I will not get out of here because the garage door is closed.
Yeah. We're trapped until we finish
until
these
we're
30
done hitting
minutes.
stop.
That could actually be my skeleton. Look at that thing.
No. So this is the thing.
It's short, like
It's short, big head. It's ready. Yeah. It's a
big
little
Irish
Tom.
noggin. Yeah.
Big Irish. That's not an alien. That's a small Irish
Irishman.
baby. It's like, what? That's the worst thing ever. So they actually, this was like so. Like, first off, I love the idea that aliens exist, right?
Right.
I believe that there's got to be some cool life happening somewhere else, some cool people jamming on the fives up in some other planet, right?
Jamming on the fives.
I don't.
You mean the 5 freeway? Like there's other 5s freeways?
First off,
that
there
they're
have to be
jamming on?
other 5 free. That's the best thing would be if you found out that aliens existed and they're all just sort of like as shitty as we are.
Aw.
Like they're just mad about traffic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like they're still like kind of like, fuck, cancer, right, guys? And you're like, fuck, you guys have that shit too? That's so tough,
The
right?
only reason we wanted to find you was to cure it.
Yeah, don't you guys have a cure for cancer? They're like, you came to us. You're crazy aliens. That's the best thing. They'd be like, you are fucking crazy aliens. Did you cure cancer? It's like, no, we came here because we thought you would cure
By
cancer.
the way, yesterday I was driving, it was night, and I was driving somewhere, and I was stopped at a light, and I was looking up in the sky, and there was this green and red light. They were right next to each other, and they were just in one place, in the sky, like in the middle of the sky. And I was like, that's not a plane. It was just hanging there. And I'm like, I honestly cannot wrap my brain around what this could possibly be. And I'm like really convincing myself that like aliens are landing right at this moment while I'm driving down Wilshire Boulevard. And I'm like looking at it. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, it's a fucking helicopter. Damn it.
I love that you were like, nothing can float in the air. This
But I
must be
couldn't
an alien.
see anything else. It was just the red and green light that were just floating there.
But there is that totally happens though, where you have those moments where you're like,
I cannot
this is
explain
fucking
this.
aliens,
Yeah.
right? And then you're like, oh no. That happened to me outside of a movie theater in Virginia. I was waiting for some friends, and I was just sort of like looking up, and all of a sudden I saw this like a little light sort of dart across the sky, but small, like it looked like a star, but it like darted across the sky. I was like, holy fuck. I was like, that's crazy. Falling star maybe.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden another one went another direction. I was like, well, that's kind of odd. And then another one went and like stopped halfway and then went back.
What?
Wow.
Yeah. And I was like, these are the aliens. Like,
They're here.
these are the aliens. Like, I was like, I gotta make signs and wave them up. I mean, I was like, what do I do? And then a couple more happened, and I was like, this is fucking crazy. And then a bird, like a like little like batty kind of birds, because we have bats and shit like that in Virginia.
Okay, so was it a bat or was it a bird?
It was. I still don't know.
Oh.
I definitely know it wasn't an alien.
Okay.
It was some sort of winged creature.
Yeah.
Because there was a whole bunch of them, and what happened was there was a high parking structure with a light on top of it. So the birds or bats were flying under the light, so they were super small, and they were
Right.
illuminated from the top down, so they kind of fucking looked like weird star things falling through the sky, but it was totally just an optical illusion. But there was a good solid 5 minutes where I was like, I must record
Yes.
this. And of course, this was like 92
so you
or
didn't have
91, so I didn't.
camera
There was
on your
no
phone.
camera. It was just like, I'm experiencing this. Walk into the light.
What was the movie?
What was the movie? Oh
That you
God,
were
I
gonna
can't
go
even
say.
remember. Like,
So-
So the skeleton they found, or they found a
They think
picture
it's proof
of
of Roswell.
so this is the deal. It's a photo, and they believe it. And this is what I was saying, which I love. I love the alien. The people who are like die hard. We just need to find the proof. And once we find the proof, people are going to be like, oh my God, you're not crazy. You're totally right about all those ancient Egyptian theories. You know what I mean? Like ancient alien theories and
How
stuff like
Stonehenge was made.
The Ancient Aliens by
right.
what's his name?
What's his name with the big crazy hair who is fucking awesome to watch. Like
Jeff Goldblum.
Jeff Goldblum. It's basically Jeff Goldblum from every movie where he's like...
Except Earth Girls Are Easy, where he is an alien.
That movie is awesome.
I love that movie too.
Big fan.
Dude, I mean, I know this is like...
Totally off topic.
What did this guy call it? He was like, but anyway or no? But I digress. He was like, you should just call your podcast "But I Digress." It's like, 'cause it's just you guys digressing about a whole bunch of stuff. But I digress.
It's all we do. Alex and I had dinner with, but I digress. Alex and I had dinner with some friends this week, and we were talking about the podcast and like what it's about. And we were like, let's be honest, the only people listening to our podcast are people who want to listen to Alex and I talk, because people are not listening to our podcast to learn anything. Because we don't even talk about the story.
I know, because we just start the story and then don't talk about. But back to what I love about the alien theorists.
Yeah.
Every piece of they are so like they could see that like these C stands here and go, but see those are silver, and that means ipso facto must be made by aliens. And you're like, well, okay, I get we don't know why that's silver, but the jump to see, bam, fact, drop mic is like what?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like there's like stone carvings that are like cut out of like one giant stone, and they were like, well, ancient man couldn't have the power, like we don't know how
that's
they
what
could
they
possibly...
thought like crop circles were too, and then they just found out it was some farmer who got bored and decided to make art in fields.
Yeah. It's like Chet the farmer who's like, I got this great idea, guys. We're gonna fuck with people, let's just make circles. But it's the exact same thing. It's like, see, they're bent at this thing and there's radiation, so ipso facto, aliens. So it's like this. They did this giant press conference because they found this picture and they were like, aliens exist, fact, drop mic.
Where did they find
You know what I mean? And you're like, dude, that looks like I've seen 1,000 mummy babies like that. But then they're like...
Mummy babies?
Well, yeah, because like then here down in the thing, they say like that's a mummy of like a 1 to 2 year old.
Oh yeah, that's a mummy baby.
Ancient, whatever the fuck. Back when they mummified, babe.
Ancient,
mummified.
Whatever the fuck.
Muffy, are we going to mummify our dog yet? But so it's one of those things where you're like, I get that it looks odd, like it doesn't.
But it's explainable.
I don't even know if it needs to be explainable. It's just seeing that picture doesn't make me go, holy shit, aliens exist.
Right.
But yet, for the alien people...
I just don't believe pictures anymore.
Yeah.
Well,
That's the thing. Like, things can be so modified and adjusted and, put in the Hefe filter in Instagram, and it looks like something totally different.
The Hefe filter?
Yeah.
Is that an actual filter?
I was curious.
Or maybe it's Hefe. I don't know.
I don't know.
Hefe.
It's
my favorite. It's my favorite filter on Instagram.
On Instagram?
Yeah.
My friend has his dog is a filter on Instagram. Toaster.
His dog is it? Oh.
Yeah.
Toaster. That was a great story.
Wasn't that a great story? But I digress.
Moving on.
But here's the thing I want to say. There was also a very interesting video that this science guy talked about, because the whole thing with
By
aliens.
Science guy, do you mean scientists?
I don't know. He was just a guy talking about science.
Okay.
I don't know what his credentials were.
Got it.
But I'm sure he was a scientist.
Yeah.
But he was talking about the whole concept of like, if life would exist and if there were all these superior technological races, we would see some evidence of them anywhere. Like we're out there looking. You know what I mean?
Right.
We're not looking that far.
I can't imagine that aliens came and visited us in 1952 or whenever Roswell was, and have never tried to come back since then.
Right. Or that on the way to getting to Earth, they wouldn't show up on everything we have floating in the universe looking for shit.
Right.
You know what I mean? But so this one guy, I saw this video about this guy who had this, I think it might be like a whatever. I'm sure there's a lot more scientific shit about this, but I just got blown away by this sort of semi-consciousness.
You couldn't even
of it.
Read Jesus' email,
right?
So
Yeah, I'm not science guy. I'm Alex Nye, the not science guy. But his whole thing was, he was like, but the bottom line is that as we are a young technological world, we are exploring out, right? So like when you get the technology to have like a boat You go out. You're like, what the fuck's over on the other side of the boat? Bang! Let's check that.
You mean the other side of like the ocean?
Yes,
Or
exactly.
yeah,
So
okay.
like you start with technology, everything's real small, and then your job is to go outward, right?
Yeah.
And then we start figuring out how to get off the planet. So we go to the moon, and we
Right.
figure out how to get like shit all the way across the galaxy. You're like, bam, let's try this stuff. But that as we get more technologically advanced, we're actually going to start focusing inward.
Ooh.
And now we're seeing things at this like lower and lower and lower
And
level.
then we're going to have something like Body Wars where we can shrink us and inject us into someone's body to like cure cancer.
What they said was that they were like,
But we'll get attacked by white blood cells and we'll have to escape.
well, no, what's going to happen is we're
Sign me
actually
up.
going to be able to remove our consciousness from our bodies.
What?
Yeah. That's
I don't
what's,
ever want to do that.
That's what's happening. But now think about
Sounds
this.
like an Isaac Asimov short story.
It is, and it was a great little 30-second video of this guy talking about it. But that as we get lower and lower, we're actually going to start creating our own micro black holes that will then open up other dimensions, and we'll be able to download our consciousness and send it through those black holes. And he said once we do that, the other technologically advanced like beings will all be in there, and we will get in there, and they'll be like, "Hey, you made it! High fives! Let's party!"
I hate this story.
That it's not out, it's in.
This makes me super uncomfortable. I
But
don't
think about
like it
that.
at
Like
all.
the reason why we die is because our bodies stop.
Right.
Well, if
Wait.
we didn't have to worry about our bodies stopping, right? Remember we talked about
Yeah.
robo bodies?
That's right.
Whatever happened to the guy who got the head transplant? Didn't we
Oh,
talk
yeah.
about that on the first
He's
episode?
getting it, right?
This was robo bodies. That was also, I think, a lot of other scientists were like, "This guy's fucking crazy." Of course, he's crazy. He's
Yeah.
going to remove a human head and try to put it on another
I
body.
think that's crazy.
That's
I mean, it's not
fucking crazy.
It's not sane, but
definitely not sane.
But so a lot of people were like, that's junk science. But theoretically, they said 2018 or something like that.
When we're going to be able to download our conscience and go through
they cut the body
head
thing.
transplant.
Yeah. In like 3 years,
Okay,
you'll be
that
good.
makes way more sense.
We're gonna download our bodies
Do you
and go
believe
into.
that there's like these other dimensions where there's all these other alien technological beings or whatever, and they're just like watching us, being like, "When are they gonna fucking figure it out?
Yeah.
we want to get the party started.
Wormholes.
Come on, the
And
ice,
they- yeah.
ice sculpture, the ice luge is melting.
The virtual ice luge I made. I just love that they're probably betting on which one of us. Like they see that there's like thousands of technology of like
cultures.
people at the
Yeah.
same exact moment, and they're like, I think the humans on that Earth, I think they're gonna be first.
No, we're not, because we're still
No, I
going
know.
out. We're trying to send people to Mars.
Trying, but Mars. I mean, look. I mean, yeah.
I just want to say, I think it's kind of funny that every time aliens work on their technology to come visit us, they crash.
Yeah, right.
we have intergalactic travel. Look, we made it to Earth, kids.
It's
We got
awesome.
to fill up the gas tank.
Oh my God, they've got gravity here? Shit! Never thought of that. Crang. Oh man. And then Radio Shack is out of business? Where are we supposed to fix this thing? Where do I get 1,700 D batteries?
That was amazing. D batteries.
Oh my God. So aliens.
So aliens.
All right.
Next story.
Next story. So I picked up on this little gem, which is something I've sort of thought about, and it kind of coincides with aliens. But so apps, right? We were just talking about.
I can't wait to hear how apps coincide with aliens. Yes.
Well, it's not really aliens, but it's close.
Okay.
So there is this iPhone app called Lifeline.
Mm-hmm.
And essentially what it is you download the app and then you start receiving text messages. Then you start receiving text messages from this guy named Taylor who is crashed on the moon.
What?
He's stuck on the moon.
Why
And he
the
can't
fuck is Taylor on the moon?
He can't communicate. He's like an astronaut guy stuck on the moon.
And he can text me?
You're the only person that he's able to connect up with.
Taylor, I will send you to the president. I'm on it.
But literally, he's like, I can't talk to the president. Don't mail your phone to the president. But essentially, it's this text exchange that you have in
Obama
real
will save
time.
you, Taylor.
yeah.
Wait, what?
just
You have a
send
text- yeah.
So you have this text exchange with him in real time. So like he'll be like, "What should I do? Should I, spend the night by this reactor, or should I try to go to this thing?" And you're like, I don't know. Oh,
Take your clothes off, Taylor.
I'm sure he would say like, I can't breathe if I take my clothes off.
Send me a dick pic, Taylor.
Send me a moon dick pic. The first
That
moon
would
dick
be
pic.
the greatest dick pic ever.
First off, that's gotta hurt your dick to whip it out on the moon. I'm not a scientist, but I don't want to whip anything out on the moon.
Just shove the camera down there like I do. Just
Whip
like,
it out Wednesday on the moon.
First off, I wonder if anybody's had sex in space yet.
No, I've talked to Bobek about this.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, Bobek Ferdowsi, you know, Mohawk guy.
Yeah.
There's only been one married couple that's been sent up into space, and they have fully... They have said, like, we did not have sex out there, like, multiple times. Because if you think about
they're
it...
married.
I love that.
Oh my gosh.
Did they ever
if you
send
think about it-
dating college teens?
Yeah, right. Well,
Then I would
it's not
call
like...
bullshit if they were like, we did not have sex.
It's also not... I mean, I guess other people could have sex beside this married couple, but there's no way to get, like... friction going is
First off,
Wait.
how do you strap? You have to like hold on to things because otherwise, as soon as you like pump into someone, they're gonna go the other
It's
direction.
the same thing as a waterbed.
well, I was gonna say it's like banging underwater.
No,
It's like banging underwater, literally.
Banging underwater.
Have you banged in a pool before?
I have.
In like the deep end of a pool without being able to hold on to
Well, not the
anything? What do you
deep
do?
end.
Yeah.
What do I just drowned?
Oh,
I already kind of look like I'm drowning when I have sex anyway. I don't actually want to be drowning in a pool.
yeah.
But there's stuff to hold on to. It's not like you're
but
floating in the. It's
you
not
have to-
Barbarella.
both people would have to hold on to something.
That's not true. One person's
Yeah.
holding on to the other person.
Maybe. Just think about it.
I have.
Yeah.
I have since I was 12. Right?
Yeah. Anyway, I don't think anyone's actually had sex in space.
All right.
I am
to have.
sure that people have masturbated in space. That's probably a lot
Wait,
easier.
That's probably. I think that's on the checklist
Yeah.
when you're in space. As a guy, it's like put your pants on, take your pants back off. You forgot to masturbate. Put your pants on.
There's a Mile High Club. There's like a 1,000-mile high club.
Yeah, that's a lot of
Right?
miles.
Come on.
Yeah, there's got to
Someone
be
must have.
something.
Yeah.
Otherwise, what's the point in sending people in space?
Yeah.
If not to have sex. First off, and by the way, you know that like animals and insects have had sex in space. Like we're just the only ones because
Wait,
they.
what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
remember
true.
there was the sex lizard thing. Remember?
No, but it
yeah,
sounds
like
great.
yeah, these Russian one, of course, blame it on Russia. But the Russians did this whole thing where they took two lizards up in space and had them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
And they could do it?
I did not read the results of the report. I just
Wow.
knew that was something they were actively looking into.
Did they just call them sex lizards?
Yeah. I think they might have just called them lizards.
Or they were a special breed.
The Russian
Sex
word
lizard.
for lizard. You know what I mean? Yeah, they bought the rabbit lizard.
Oh.
That just has sex all the time.
I was thinking the rabbit, like it's a
No.
sex toy.
No, that's a sex toy. Well, of course.
Oh
it
my
must
gosh,
be.
your poor wife.
What?
Oh, she's a very lucky woman to not have to have.
You've
a
never
rabbit.
heard of the rabbit?
I've heard of rabbits. Is the rabbit like a fancy, sexy thing?
Yeah.
Oh,
A fancy sexy
I'll have to
thing.
Google that.
Look it up. Look it
I'll have
up.
to Google that.
Get it for Heather for her birthday when you get her a gift 2 months after her birthday.
Hey, Dad, can you buy my?
Hey, Dad, pick up Mom a rabbit and just get somebody to sign the card for me. This is horrible.
Gosh, that'd be
I
amazing.
don't want to look it up. Now I don't want to look it up. Anyway, so Lifeline.
Yeah.
So it's this real
So we
time
can
thing.
text with
But so-
Taylor.
and it was
The
on Boing
astronaut.
Boing, and the lady was like, "Dude, this was really like intense. Like, I didn't realize how because he was like, all right, wish me luck. I'm gonna go over there, but I'm not gonna be able to talk for a while. Good luck, or wish me luck." And you're like, "Oh, okay."
Good
and
luck,
then
Taylor.
nothing.
Oh,
for like
shit.
2 hours.
Is he
There's
okay?
no checking in. We don't know.
What?
You got to download the app.
Oh, is it free?
Maybe. Is it free? I don't want to help that guy. 99 cents to help some dude on the moon? Fuck that noise. Fuck that guy. That guy's not worth a fifth of a coffee.
Go call Alison Taylor. I'm not helping you.
Yeah. Thanks, Allison. Busy. Yeah. BRB, busy. I'm on the moon. Whatever. Busy.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I have my phone on Do Not Disturb for a reason.
Yeah. Sorry, I lost all my contacts. Who is this?
Amazing. That would be amazing if you wrote back and you're like, I got a new phone. Who is this again?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, right, Taylor. We're still sending people to the moon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no shit. You're like, that's the science fiction of it all. There's no one in space. Although, yeah.
What's the app called so people can download it?
Lifeline.
Oh yeah, you said that 700 times.
701 right there.
Sorry, guys.
That's all right.
Lifeline. Not like LifeLock, which is the thing you can get to protect your identity in 900 different ways. But
Who do you text for that
Lifeline.
one? Who do you get?
Yeah.
You call
Do you guys have any of that stuff? Like the?
I have.
Have you ever had your identity stolen?
Not my identity, but I've had credit cards.
yeah.
You
That
know,
happens all
opened
the
in my
time.
name and that kind of stuff.
Oh, I haven't had that.
Yeah, someone opened a PayPal account credit card in my name.
Oh, I've seen people try to do that. Yeah.
And I didn't know about it. This is like years ago, but I didn't know about it until all of a sudden I got a bill for the PayPal account for like $1,000 or something like this. And I was like, I don't even have this credit card. And I called them and I was like, I don't own this credit card, so I don't know why I'm getting a bill for it. And they were like, okay. I mean, they took care of it in 2 seconds. But
especially at PayPal, they've got to be like on that shit.
Yeah.
They're like, yeah, it's not you. No worries.
Yeah.
We make enough of the money. We can just go, it's all good.
Right?
That was very nice.
That's how I said right, but really fancy.
I know. That was so fancy. All right. Oh, wow. Yeah. Dude, we are off on tangents like it's going out of style. So,
sorry, Skya.
Speaking of, he's like, what's going on? I was going to say, that's going to become my new texting thing is BID, but I digress.
But I digress.
So I'm going to be
BID,
like texting somebody, and then I'll be like, BID, let's go get some coffee.
Yeah, I like it.
BID, the new one. Yeah.
That should be the title of this week's episode.
It will be.
But I digress.
But I digress.
There we go.
So I digress into money. Speaking of PayPal and credit cards.
Money, money, money.
I've heard of this thing called money.
You've heard of this thing called money. Money makes money and money don't go.
Money, 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 money.
That sounds too hip for me. Is that from a song?
That's not. I just said it. It doesn't make any sense. It just came out of my butt.
That's
where most of my statements come out of that.
Out.
I have a second mouth on my anus.
Anyway.
I
just got like human centipede pictures, and I'm like,
oh, you got to see the Tusk movie.
Oh no!
Okay,
I don't. Okay.
How many human centipedes are in that?
Just
not
go
as
on to
many
the
as you
next
think.
article.
All right, so money. So the government of Denmark in 2016 is going to allow businesses to go completely cashless.
Ooh.
Basically, be able to go if you don't have a credit card, you can't
purchase
shop
anything
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. But
I mean, I feel like that should be happening.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so rare. Like I have. For the most part, living in Los Angeles, for the most part, the only reason I have cash is for valet parking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is it.
That's a really good point.
That is literally it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything else.
Yeah.
Pizza. I got pizza last night. It was like $8.
Credit card.
Credit card. I was like, $8.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to have extra, like singles. What am I going to a strip club? Like, come on.
Gives you a
I
good
will say
excuse
if
to
something
go.
is under $10, I normally pay for it in cash. But anything above $10 is credit card.
But see, it depends. Like, if I go to Subway and I get like a Subway sub and it's like $7.50. What the fuck is a $half? I don't know why I said it that way. I've never said that in my life. It's $7.25. What?
$7.25.
So $7.25. Thank you, or $7.50.
$7.25 would be fine.
Yeah.
So anyway, it's under $10. I'll use a credit card.
Really?
Yeah, it's just so much easier because I'm saving my cash for the valet guy.
The poor valets. Or the lucky valets, I mean.
Well, yeah, lucky.
Yeah. There you go.
So
I kind of like this. I sort of
Yeah.
want everything to be on credit card. And we only have cash for valets. But
I think
pretty
it's
soon
perfect.
we'll be able to just tip valets with our credit cards too. I mean, we can parking meters now take credit cards.
Yeah.
Which has drastically changed my life.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
There's no need to have a change hole in
Right.
your car.
A change.
That's what it is. There's literally. By the way, I actually for a while felt bad for smokers that actually use their ashtrays.
Oh, yeah.
as ashtrays
Because they don't have a place for
because where they're putting their change hole.
I had a meeting like a little over 2 weeks ago, and it said like when my agent emailed me the thing like the address and who I'm meeting with and blah blah blah, and then they're like, "There's only street parking available. There's only metered street parking available, and the meters only take coins." And I was like,
Ooh.
I don't want to go on this meeting.
Yeah, you're like, where the hell am I going?
Backwards
I was
state
like,
is this.
this is ridiculous. I was like, then when I arrive, they should
Was
have
it in
someone
Los
run
Angeles?
me out coins
Yeah.
and feed my meter for me. It was in Glendale, of course.
Oh yeah, no, come
Freaking
on.
Glendale. And I was like, what do you mean there's only coined accepting meters? I actually had lunch with a friend prior to this meeting and then thought as I was leaving, I was like, oh my gosh, I need coins. And he's like, oh, here. And he gave me $1.25 in coins just so I could go to my meeting.
That's amazing.
I know.
Oh yeah. Well, but that's the other thing too. Is you go, Denmark can do this, but we got a big old country.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of people that don't
People
have
love
credit cards.
holding on to their cash, though. People
Oh, yeah.
love their.
Yeah. Well, it's a little bit like digital TV. Remember when the TVs went from analog to digital
Right.
only? And like half of the population of TV viewers had to get a free digital antenna
Yes.
because they were still using analog
which is
rabbit ears,
crazy.
let alone HD or
Right.
non-tube televisions. I mean,
Right.
it's so crazy that there's like we forget that that because we live in big metropolitan cities, most of the people we know are like super advanced technologically,
Right.
compared to the entire rest of the country.
Do you think there'll be a point where we could stop paying extra $10 to get HGTV? Because that drives me
that's
crazy
right.
when it shows up on my bill.
Yeah.
I'm like, really?
Yeah.
I'm paying 10 extra bucks for HD? It should just all be
It's
HD
very
now.
strange.
I know. What do you ever go down into the dredges of the SD
No.
channel? Like, I don't even know that those channels exist. There are channels that I have that I don't ever watch because they don't have HD versions.
Oh, really?
Yep, same here.
Oh, yeah.
If it's not HD, I don't care.
Yeah, there's
Yeah.
like it's every once in a while I'll go down and I'll see like Clue, CLOO, Clue,
Oh, I don't know.
which is like all like it's like Clue and Chiller and like
Okay, I
there's a
will
couple
say-
other things that like they don't have HD on the
Oh,
thing I
wow.
have, so I never see them because I just start at 1,000.
Yeah.
And then I scroll all the way up to
For a hot second.
1942, which is
Yeah.
my last HD channel, and then I rotate.
For a hot second, I had to watch both Doctor Who and The Walking Dead in standard because
Yeah.
because AT&T Uverse didn't have
Yep.
When it
AMC and BBC America
Yeah.
in HD.
Oh,
at
yeah.
first.
I will
so-
say, the Clue channel though had MacGyver for a while, so I would watch that in SD. I watched that.
I like the nostalgia stuff, like Hub or whatever. Like,
yeah.
I heard that
It's not on
Hasbro.
anymore.
I know, but Hasbro's whole lineup is coming to like Netflix or Amazon.
Yeah, don't get me started. I have sad stories about the Hub.
Yep. Oh,
sad
did you?
stories
Did
about
you
the
do
Hub?
work?
I sold a show to the Hub back in like 2013,
Wow.
but
and then the Hub was like, "Now we're not a thing. Sorry."
yeah, pretty much.
Sad panda.
God, why did you bring it up?
Just like G4.
Oh my God! Just
Oh.
like G4. Yeah,
Yeah.
G4.
Please.
R.I.P.
I had two friends on G4.
Were
was
we,
it-
were
was
we
it
your two
these
friends?
your friends?
You guys were on G4?
Oh my gosh.
I have G4 friends that were on G4. Oh, this is crazy. All right, people.
36.
I think that's it. This is 36 minutes.
Oh, we did
too
it.
fast.
Okay, so follow. We have to do our plugs. Follow
Oh, by the way,
us-
here, just quickly,
Oh no, what?
2 seconds. The NSA, in all of its glory and smartness, has actually named one of its top secret programs Skynet.
That
is awesome.
Amazing.
So it's happening.
Really?
It's happening.
Yeah, that's happening.
Brilliant.
Oh, we're getting Arnold soon.
I'll
be back.
Okay, so hey, people,
Follow us on Twitter.
follow us on Twitter at halfhourhappyhr.
Yes.
Email us, halfhourhappyhourfans@gmail.com.
Yeah.
We will potentially read your email.
Like
on the
Jesus.
thing.
Be as smart as Jesus. We want to know we have smart fans. Dr. Jesus.
And please save Taylor.
Save
Please.
Taylor from the moon.
Yeah, go save
This is
Taylor
your
from the
mission
moon.
this week,
Save Taylor from the moon.
listeners. Save Taylor from the moon.
Unless it costs 99 cents then.
And email us.
He'll be fine. He'll be
That's
fine.
actually a great thing. Save Taylor from the moon and email us and let us know how you did it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd actually
There we
really
go.
love to hear that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hashtag save Taylor. Save Taylor.
Save Taylor.
Save Sailor. Save that moon sailor. Some sort of sailor moon.
Like these girls who are like kids, but they like kick ass and
Yeah, Taylor. He's one of those
Taylor
Little Taylor.
Moon.
Taylor
Moon.
Moon. Taylor Moon.
By the way, cosplay has got to happen somewhere. A Taylor Moon.
Taylor
Yes.
Moon. Saving Taylor
Amazing.
from the moon.
Brilliant.
All right, this is
I love
horrible. All right, people, that's it for this week's edition of the Half Hour Happy Hour. I'm Alex Albrecht.
I'm Alison Haislip.
That's Tom Krajewski.
He's getting.
We'll see
he
you
really
next
wants to push the button.
time. I know.
I always
Tom
forget.
is like, shut the fuck up. I want to end this podcast.
I forget which button to push every time.
It's the stop.
Okay.
Bye.
Are we done?
We're done.
Bye.